Let me bring in the guests. R.P. Singh, BJP spokesperson, joins me. Tauseef Rehman is Trinamool Congress spokesperson. Shikha Mukherjee, senior journalist. And Sajjan Kumar is a political analyst and a Bengal watcher. Tauseef, is there a panic in the Trinamool Congress, particularly after the manner in which the NDA swept Bihar?
Good evening, Maria, and good evening to everyone. Well, I do believe the panic is between BJP and the BJP leaders in Bengal, not inside the Trinamool Congress, because it has all created a hype. I mean, if you see the Bihar polls were a contest between the parties active in that state, and the result reflect the political dynamics specific to Bihar. I mean, it is for the INC, RJD, and others involved review their performance and identity, the factors that shape the outcome. Our focus remains in Bengal, Maria, where our organization and leadership are fully engaged on the ground. I mean, PM's analogy linking Bihar's result to Bengal through the flow of Ganga may sound poetic, because he likes saying all this. But it has no political relevance. Bengal's mandate has always been shaped by its own culture, political consciousness, and its own expectation from the governance. Bengal does not borrow its political direction from any other state. It's to be precise. If the flow of the Ganga truly paved the way for electoral victories, the BJP must explain why the river has been flowing into Bengal forever and ever, yet they have suffered defeat after defeat since 2011.
Tauseef, one point is that you are talking about the direction of Ganga, and point well taken. But let's not forget that every time Prime Minister makes this kind of a war cry about a particular state, we have seen the results. 2024 Lok Sabha results will now be called an aberration. What happens after that? Haryana Assembly elections swept by the BJP, pro-incumbency vote. Maharashtra swept by the BJP with a landslide. Then comes Delhi, a state they had not won. They formed the government. And now Bihar, despite 20 years of anti-incumbency, it becomes a pro-incumbent state.
As a journalist, Maria, I understand you will accept this chronology and you will understand what the PM is saying. But
no,
when PM
I'm a very reasonable journalist who questions things. So I don't think so. You should take that jibe at me. Please go ahead.
No, I'm not attacking you at all. I understand you're totally neutral, Maria. It's not that. But I do understand you have to take those notes very importantly. But for us, it's not. But for the people of Bengal, it's not important at all what the Prime Minister is saying, because he's never serious. He's the same Prime Minister.
So for people of Bengal, Shikha Mukherjee, what Prime Minister said was not important. It could be just some poetic reference. As a journalist, how do you see that?
Well, I do. One is that there may be a poetic reference in the Prime Minister's reference to the river flowing from Bihar into Bengal. Actually, it goes through Jharkhand, but that's a different matter. And Jharkhand, there was an electoral setback insofar as the BJP is concerned. But having got over the geographical facts of the situation, I think that the Prime Minister's call certainly is creating a political, is politically exciting, because everybody is now going to watch how the BJP, strategizes, how it manages to get its act together. I'm going to use a very simple word: get its act together in Bengal, because it doesn't have its act together in Bengal. And then, how is Trinamool going to react to the challenge? How is all of this going to play out? How is the SIR exercise going to work? And SIR exercise comes with the push by the BJP to get a lot of Bangladeshi Hindu voters, those who are already registered as voters, to submit applications for the CAA. And then, of course, there's always the one wonderful gift that the BJP made to West Bengal or to the Trinamool leadership, which is Bangladeshi language. I mean, if there's one thing that Bengal is sensitive about, It is its pride in its culture and its language. And anything that has to do with it is a red rag to every Bengali, including, and I have to say the BJP has to stop stumbling over these things. If a congressman decides to sing a Tagore song in Assam, there shouldn't be an outcry over it about Amar Sonar Bangla. So these are unnecessary hurdles the BJP is creating on its own strategy, in its own sort of smooth movement up to the point when it can really oust the Trinamool Congress. It's not to say that there isn't anti-incumbency against Mamata Banerjee, just as there was anti-incumbency against Nitish Kumar and his government.
And just look at this result. I'm saying after the kind of anti-incumbency that we have seen in Bihar, and they have converted an anti-incumbency into pro-incumbency, they know their strategy, they know their management, they have the organization strength. But that's where the challenge comes in a Bengal. I agree with you, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm coming to you. I want to bring in RP Singh and Sajjan as well. RP Singh, do you think the challenge in Bengal will particularly be about organization? Do you really have your foot soldiers on the ground, the BJP Karyakartas?
Maria, you're asking a question which is known to everyone, that our strength is our Karyakarta only. And Prime Minister yesterday also praised our Karyakarta on ground who were in Bihar, who worked from Panna Pramukh to polling booth Pramukh to Bandal Pramukh to Jila Pramukh to the every level there are cadre and there are people who are working on ground. And it's not that we are working now. We have been working there almost now 6 months. Parallel to Bihar election, the working has already started in Bengal. And then our workers keep working around the year also. But there is another set of strategic input which has started going into Bengal now. And then, sure, we are going to win. And as Shikha ma'am rightly said, that it's not difficult to outset Mamata Banerjee. Only thing is that we have to play our card well. And also, how can we forget? Last time Mamata Banerjee contested Nandigram and lost Nandigram. The same Nandigram which turned her career, which brought Mamata Banerjee to TMC, to the Bengal power. And that very Nandigram was her Waterloo.
No, fine enough. Sajjan Kumar, the point that has been made, yes. I'm coming to you. There are organization challenges because, Tauseef, your network is really poor. You have to fix that. So, yes, Sajjan, please come in. Sajjan, in 5 years ago, you perhaps gave us that sense that that Bengal can also be spoken in the context of caste. That caste is not just about Hindi belt or southern states. It's also about a state where linguistic identity may be primary, but the caste is also a reality of Bengal. Now, 5 years down the line, what has the landscape changed and what does the landscape appear to be?
Maria, let's remember that Bengal was always about caste. We have Jogendranath Mandal and others who were there before independence. So it was only after partition of Bengal, when the refugee question and the left, they came together, that the caste question in political realm took a backseat. This is one. Two, 5 years down the line, you also saw that much had changed in Bengal on the ground. While we talk about whatever be the electoral outcome, it's about the causes that would be responsible for that. Would it be about, as has been attributed now, Bengali exceptionalism, that culturally it's different, it thinks differently? I think, yes, every state has some sort of exceptionalism and specificity. But here the question is that much water has flown in the last 5-10 years. You see BJP getting around 40% of vote means that there is also a sort of synchronization with the rest of India. The question is not about whether Bengal thinks differently from other states or not. The question is, does BJP has the organizational strength, like Bihar and many other states, to translate the anti-incumbency on the ground into seats, into votes? That is the real question. And here comes the question that in 2021 it was primarily BJP was fighting the battle with overwhelmingly people from outside Bengal. In those 5 years with Shubhendu Adhikari on the scene, there has been some attempt, but are they enough or not? And as RP Singh was saying that Panna Pramukh and everything in Bengal, still on the ground, BJP has a lot of ground to cover. Would BJP be able to cover those grounds in the remaining time or not? That is the clear. So I do not think Bengal thinking differently. And coming to the caste question, I mean, see the BJP's vote percentage, which it got in 2021 and also in 2024 and also in 2019. Overwhelmingly, BJP is the party being supported by Dalits. It's not only this the Namoshudra and Matua Dalits, you also have Rajbangshi, you also have
yes.
Bagdis, Bauris in Purulia, Jangal Mahal area. So across, Dalits are supporting BJP. You also find overwhelmingly more OBCs are supporting the BJP. It's only among Bhadraloks that you find parity, not a significant lead. What is the crucial problem of BJP that Bengal has almost 30% of minority, which earlier, before BJP was a formidable force, used to split between three parties. Some to Congress, some to CPM, and overwhelmingly more to the TMC. Now they are consolidated bloc because BJP is the formidable challenger, and therefore you have a minority voting orientation. Would BJP be able, to win over the Bhadraloks also, because BJP's appeal among the subaltern Bengali caste, OBCs, Dalits, tribals, is already there. They just have to retain it. The problem is this exceptionalism that basically the Bhadraloks discourse, would BJP be able to win a section of them or not? So therefore the problem is
perhaps those who set the narrative. And of course, somebody who will have a great degree of acceptability within Bengal. It has pockets of acceptance, but not pan-Bengal leader like Mamata Banerjee. Yes, Tauseef, you wanted to come in.
See, Maria, this is what I've been hearing about caste system in Bengal. You can talk about caste, Dalit, whatever it is, but Bengal knows secularism. Bengal knows only one religion, which is called secularism, and we are very proud of it. Even if you are Hindu, Muslim, or you belong to any community, when people start talking about Bengal and they want to impose a caste system in Bengal, which is not there. Of course, we respect each and every community from Matwa to Santalis, whoever it is, but we all are very secular. So I take it very back when you talk about Bengal and someone starts about religion and caste. It doesn't happen that way. I mean, the claim that Bihar's victory has paved the way, Maria, the Bengal, it's not an analysis. It is a daydreaming thing. Bengal's people have
You're daydreaming. RP Singh, why are you daydreaming?
Well, Maria, you just spoke about the Muslim vote and the minority vote. Assam has almost 34 points plus, almost 35% of the Muslim vote, more than Assam, more than Bengal, as for percentage of the voters goes. Right. But we still win and manage elections. And in Bihar, the results which have come yesterday, there are pockets which are Muslim dominated. We have won those seats. JDU and BJP put together have won those seats. So they can keep doing that. I mean, their ministers proclaim Sharia law and Sharia rule in the state. I mean, they can keep doing it, but people will go beyond that. And I'm telling you, women specifically will go much beyond all these Sharias and all these fatwas being ordered by the ministers. I never interrupted you, sir. Please have some manners, please. Did I interrupt you once? You have all the right to speak after me. So the Bengal will also see the same as change as which happened in Assam, and then be very sure by when the election happens there, before that SR will happen, and a lot of the infiltrators will be taken to task, and they will be removed from the list, and then there will be fair list now, and that fair list and fair election will lead to BJP winning the election. And also, obviously, the anti-incumbency of Mamata Banerjee, Mati Manush. Where is Mati Manush today?
Okay, Shikha Mukherjee will perhaps respond to that. Mati Manush has been Mamata Banerjee's slogan. She has taken it consistently, spoken about it and has won 3 consecutive terms. There is anti-incumbency against Mamata Banerjee, but do you think that fire which is which was missing in Bengal, clearly fired in the belly of opposition, that's going to be difficult for the BJP to match because Mamata Banerjee knows how to fight it out against the BJP.
Yes, she does. And, I actually I will make a very small point and then I will respond to your question, which is that Bengali exceptionalism as an elite project, that is absurd. Every Bengali is proud of being exceptional. And that's what they always speak about. It's not that they actually they have a superiority complex. They do not have an inferiority one, regardless of which class they belong to. However, in terms of Mamata Banerjee's Mamati Manush slogan, she has gone well beyond that because if you look at how she has systematically cultivated important demographic slices of the population, it's very, very interesting. She began with women, and women are a very loyal constituency for Mamata Banerjee, just as they are for Nitish Kumar. Mamata has her very strong loyal base amongst women. She has reached out to youth in a way which is very interesting. First, she offers them scholarships for higher studies. Then she has announced two or three schemes which are roping in the new voter, the demographic which sort of covers the 18 to 20 age group, 18 to 24, that age group. And it's very interesting. Now she has reached out specifically to Bengalis who are migrant workers. And if we are talking about the migrant worker of Bihar as an issue, the migrant worker of Bengal is linked to what is Bengal's pride. I mean, people are there have been panics all through last year and through much of this year about Bengalis being targeted as Bangladeshis, and of course the rather exceptional case of Shonali Khan, who has been deported and she's pregnant and she wants to come back. And the High Court has said so and Bangladesh has said so, but she's not back. So everybody has a stake or skin in the game. How the BJP is going to peel off that skin and put in place something which is as attractive as a 62,000 crore package as was offered to the people in Bihar, it remains to be seen. Maria, I just make one other very small comment, which is that if you look at Maharashtra, if you look at Haryana, and then you look at Bihar, BJP was fighting with very strong, rooted regional allies. In Bengal, it does not have a regional ally. Therefore, it cannot get that boost which it got in Maharashtra as well as in Bihar. And the Bihar case is very clear.
Will you respond to that, RP Singh?
JDU won, and so the BJP also benefited.
No, ma'am, it was not also ran here. It was not
I'm not saying it's also ran. I'm saying
no, but I get that.
Maria, I'm very clear. The BJP, if you look at how the JDU's votes numbers have increased, if you look at how JDU has almost doubled its numbers, if you look at how the votes have moved from other places to the JDU, it does mean that the whole alliance was on a high. It was a wave.
Yes.
I mean,
it was a wave, and the fact is that this the various parties pulled up their weight, and the fact is that it was almost like Prime Minister Modi and Nitish Kumar acting as force multiplier to each other. Please go ahead. RP Singh, a quick response.
Well, there's another dimension to all of this. Sorry. How can you forget the corruption which has seeped into the Bengal? And Madam was talking about the women. I mean, what has happened to the women? We have seen how women were being raped and how cases were being dealt, the rape cases, how the rapists were being shielded. Every Bengali is very conscious about all this. And also, let me tell you today, disclaimer, my wife hails from Bengal and she is a Bengali herself. So we know what is happening on ground, and still my family is in Calcutta. So, but that point aside, how can we forget? She spoke about the youth. Oh, how can we forget the recruitment scam? I mean, how will people forget those trunks of laden with the currency? So
Okay.
people have good memory. Only thing
This
is,
charge of scams and corruption, Tauseef.
Maria, see, this is what I really like your show because I want these kind of people coming on your shows because when they open their mouth for Bengal, they will always talk about Sharia law, crime, agitation, but they will never tell you if by chance, even 2.5%, if they ever come in Bengal, what are they going to give to the Bengali people? They have no idea. These are the same people who have stopped Manrega, which is ordered by the court se फटकार पड़ी इन लोगों को कि मनरेगा का पैसा रिलीज करो. These are the same people who have stopped Awas Yojana. These are the same people who have deprived the people of Bengal from central government. Our welfare schemes, Maria, continue to reach people with transparency and efficiency single day, every single day. We work round the clock and stand with citizens, not just during election, but every single day again. The BJP, on the other hand, Maria, how they behave? They behave like a migratory birds who appears only for election and then go away.
Let's
So
see
you
whether the
people who
BJP will
fight
actually
because-
be a migratory bird next year. Thank you for joining us, Tauseef, Sajjan Kumar, Shikha Mukherjee and RP Singh.